cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for room, it's Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles and those guards. They don't on this play.
And the ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area. They forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop it well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. When defense brings the blitz, they have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It'll be 3rd and long. Let's go. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets into the 48.
Yeah, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times that Ouch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They stay aggressive and... their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Oh, better look out! He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for a loss. It doesn't get better than that.
Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first touchdown pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback. And
he wants to go deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. Now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
He's moving out of the pocket. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How out of the air. I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He's got it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. With the catch, it's Smith. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Finds his man. It's Peoples. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. On the double. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. Quickly out to the tight end. And the Buckeyes get enough for the first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited.
Going for it all. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The toss to the outside. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
They're testing the right side here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll tell you, I love this offense going RPO on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down at any point during the game because this quarterback does a really good job of his decision-making. He does a great job reading the defense, seeing the look, counting the box, and he's almost perfect on these decisions.
He caught it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Buying some time. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw it in completion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try to force it. At least the quarterback took care of the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's taking the shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they trying to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came. And this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Give to the big fullback. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Absolute shame. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that in his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. This time on target. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will open from the 15. Going to the run to start this second half. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, you've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Looking to the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield. It's Ncaa. Under fire. On the shuffle. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making, but I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Send the tight end in motion. Toss sweep right. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Breaks the tackle. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll return it from the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going to the running game. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Ncaa. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback. He'll just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. To the air. It's Klubnik. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athletic quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Delivers the stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Randall. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The short hands, it's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Shakes off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's Williams. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
turning it on. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run on the doorstep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
Tight end trying to get in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground. in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Now improvising. The incomplete pass ends a front.